Get that feeling? I want some calm feeling. So do you see how easy it is for somebody who's healed and somebody that's very much sober and not on drugs and celibate and not hanging around with toxic people, that when she knows when she's being scalar weaponized, she knows when Spellwork's being sent to her, and she knows when her hair is really fucking short with scalar weapons being used on it nightly and being crucified in the bed, and she's kind of done with everybody's bullshit. But it's nice to just come back and clean up your mess. Again, remember, misogynists, so if you're married to one by chance, remember, they like to put you in a work program, right? And it's a work program of cleaning up. Narcissist males and women, they love to see you work. They love it. They get off on watching you work, and they'll do anything. Remember, they'll steal your stuff, they'll make a mess somewhere, and they'll ask you to clean it up. And remember, when they come home from work, they'll say, oh, you missed a spot over here. What did you do all day? What happened over here? That's how they are. So again, if you have to ever put up with that with a woman or a man in your life, good luck with being with them for the rest of your life. You should probably leave them now. It would probably be in your best interest, if you're sick of somebody like that treating you, that you would start off as the empath. Those that have eyes to see and are starting to wake up now, 122 on the timer, that you leave those people. For the unhealed, egotistical, selfish, inhumane, no random acts of kindness, all about the me people behind. Because again, when we keep catering to these people and we keep putting them on a pedestal, their ego's just still getting bigger and bigger. So again, remember, still holding the mask, only caring about what people that they don't know think about them. But remember, if they wanted to be kinder to you, if they wanted to be nicer to you, and they wanted to keep your and my name out of their mouth, then maybe in a random tangent, when I'm getting scalar weaponized to death, and by the illegal government, illegal surveillance, nanobots, chemtrails, weapons all day long, being tasered, Pegasus spyware, people playing a game with my life in a fucking Hunger Games, bro, Jezzy and Jezebel. Because let's be honest, most of you have probably jizzed already too, because you can't keep your fucking clothes on. Remember that. 2, 3, 4 on the timer. So again, remember, the smear campaign, if it's happened to you as a targeted person, you just don't care. But remember, I've been off drugs and off booze now for so long, I can come back into this sort of feng shui pose right now, but I feel like I'm kind of posing too, like being a poser, because I'm not even being able to meditate for years now. I hope wherever you are, you can actually function your own brain, and you don't have narcissists, cowards, loose harvesting losers, and people that want to dominate over you and steal your mail as a sovereign being, a 49-year-old confident woman who very much paid for a lawyer before. And her whole life has been a Truman Show. But again, remember, it's the narcissist pretending that they're actresses and actors. Do you get it? This is how delusional they are. They think that they were in a movie. We're actors and actresses. No, you're liars. Let's get something straight for the fucking new year, broski and hoski. You're liars. There's nothing positive about being a cool role model for somebody. You're not an actor and actress. You hate your kids. You hate your wife or your husband. You hate everything. And let's hope today for the new year you could actually start to love, but you're just sitting there all the same. I can picture all the people I hung out with, just the same. Dull, pathetic, boring, making bets on people. But you know what? Who you should have been betting on the whole time? Yourself. Why don't you go make a fucking New Year's bet on yourself? What time you gonna get out of bed today on New Year's Day, you lazy fucking Jezebels? What time? Are you gonna get out? I'm so hungover. I need to order DoorDash, and I need my Tim Hortons. Again, gluttony. You couldn't just wake up and have a glass of water. I want. And if you don't get what you want, you're having a fucking tantrum. And it doesn't matter what age you are. You make me fucking sick, all of you. Because you are sick. Remember, turn it the fuck around. 444 on the timer. I am protected, and now you are too. But the narcissists are not protected. They're not protected by their ancestors. They're not protected by a higher power. And they're not protected by spirit. They're not protected by God, Buddha, whoever, because they don't believe in themselves. Therefore, they're not protected by anything. But they're never going to wake the fuck up, man. But they'll wake you up. They'll disturb your peace. You've already awakened to the slumber of what these masterminds have done to the collective consciousness for years. They've lied, they've cheated, they've stolen destinies of people. They're killers. They steal people's mail, just reroute it somewhere when something good was supposed to be coming for somebody. We're so jealous of her. But none of the narcissists have ever had to get a lawyer for anything because they don't. They just don't care. They're lazy. They wouldn't fight for anything. They're not freedom fighters. They don't stand for liberty or justice. They're posers. And again, they're the kind of people, whatever group they're hanging in, if they were hanging out with people who like to rap music, it's not like one of them would say, oh, can I play my favorite song Disconnected by Face to Face? They wouldn't have enough balls to say that. They'd sit there and say, oh yeah, let's play the House of Pain, jump around, jump around, jump around. And then if an empath started to sing, the narcissist would overpower them too and then start dancing everywhere in front of the empath who was like supposed to be a singer in the first place. But that's how they are. They have to steal your thunder, steal your show, 6:19 again on the timer. They have to steal everything from you and be overbearing and powerful. And again, if you're ever hanging out with them and you're in the middle of trying to talk for 1 second, just as my karmic family my whole life, if you're like, oh, I'm going to say something, I want to talk right now. And then again, they're all like 8 girls sitting around a fire or whatever you are. And they're all the same. They're just the same. Rude, gluttonous, and then they make toasts like that. They're like this. Cheers to all of us that are here today, and cheers to the bitches that didn't make the cut. Cheers to the bitches that aren't here. And they're like 50, 45, 50, 60, 70. But then the next week, you'll be rotated out. You'll be rotated out. I'll be rotated out. And then the same chant will go on again, even though that one person now they've invited back into their cool clique of mean girls. She wasn't invited the last 2-3 times. So she wasn't included. Cheers to all the bitches that weren't here. They didn't make the cut. And then that's how they rotate around. And then the head lady that I mentioned in the last video, I can say whatever name I want because these people have been defaming and defining defamation of character on my name for years, smearing it all around out of jealousy, envy, and hate. But they've never done anything else. Still chain smoking. Still drinking a box of wine a day, still barely brushing your fucking teeth. But again, shopping addictions, gotta look younger and you're starting to old age. Botox isn't covering up the shit inside, is it? And quite frankly, you're starting to fucking stink. And the men are starting to stink too, like death. And you can smell you coming a mile away. Thank God none of you are coming my way at all. Thank fucking God for that. Thank you, ancestors. And again, as I make this message, my body's just killing. We don't see the cane on her. We don't see the wheelchair. But again, the same type of people. I can't go dance. I can't watch a band unless I'm drunk. Well, you can. You're watching somebody who does. In your soul's purpose, to go watch one of your favorite bands and even stand, but get so sore you have to hold on to the stage, but you'll stand up there with the band. Have a little dance for a second with bands within the city and then know all the lyrics and have a little jig or a dance for a minute, and then people sneak behind your back. She was dancing. She's medically retired. And they talk like that too. Like kids. So remember, once you see them for what they are, they'll sneak behind your back, steal your mail, go for your medical records, slander your name, keep talking. And again, I guarantee everybody tonight, you didn't talk about anything fun. You didn't talk about, oh, maybe I'll go to the gym tomorrow. Like for the first week, the whole traditional thing, blah, blah, blah. Nothing going on up here to say, just the usual boring, my kids hate me. My older daughter's a bitch. And again, no accountability. Nothing's your fault. Nothing. Still portraying like you're this great person. Remember, you're the actor or the actress. You're liars. You're cheaters. You're scum. And you know what? Sometimes it takes somebody that knew you all very well to fucking disclose what you really are. A big, whopping piece of shit. Dog diarrhea. Like the nanobots and the chemtrails that just came out of my dog's ass. And I'm probably going to have to go now too, because we are all energy, right? So again, when you have to take a shit or a piss, your dog probably has to too. But again, the narcissists wouldn't know that because they're too lazy to fucking do anything. And again, you'll all be bitching today. I'm so hungover. What should we order? I don't want to go outside. It's too cold. Or, again, you can't walk anywhere because you'll be driving too. Oh, it's so cold out there, but I need my Tim Hortons. You couldn't start putting one addiction down. There's no way one of you today would even put a coffee down. I haven't had a coffee in fucking weeks, months. But again, you got to start somewhere, and none of you will, man. So you know what? You wanted to compete so fucking bad? Bring it, motherfuckers. Bring it in London, Ontario, and across the planet right now. Let's see. Let's have a match right now of the empaths that finally got away from the abusive motherfuckers that couldn't keep their mouths shut, their hands off of them, their word salads, their voice to skull, illegal fucking programming, illegal fucking spying, stalking. Pegasus controlling somebody. I control her. I gave her fucking 80 fucking hits today with a fucking zapper, man. And again, think of all the other people that are homeless on the street that you guys trample over all day long. And again, you wouldn't go into Costco now. There's a thing right there for Salvation Army. I don't have money or change. You can fucking put your debit card on for $5, but I betcha no narcissist bitch, Jezzy or Jizzy that I fucking knew, you wouldn't have done anything like that because you're goddamn too selfish, too egotistical, and quite frankly, I'm embarrassed for myself that I ever hung out with anyone like that. So again, the spiritual awakening, when you get sober and you can see people for what you are, what they are, you fucking tell them what you think of them, man. Just like they've been smearing your name all around town, except you know what? They didn't expect it from somebody who sat there so silently and fake smiling back, because once you see them for what they fucking are, it doesn't matter if they're a karmic family member, a sibling, a friend, a neighbor, a fucking bus driver, a fucking store clerk person. When you see somebody that's rude, quite frankly, you have every right to fucking tell them the way that life is supposed to be. But again, it's not the masterminds narcissist world anymore, is it? It's not, this is my world, I don't want to live in it. It's you guys are fucking shit, and it's time you fucking know it. So goodbye to all the Jizzy and Jezzies that have been running my game and thinking that you fucking can control me. Controlling my phone, cloned it out. Email hacked, no cops no cops doing anything. So again, the cop put on the uniform. We're just actors and actresses. No, you're a fucking cop that was supposed to be serving and protecting. But again, you have to be a Mason, right, to be involved in everything. So the people that chose not to be a Mason, the lazy motherfuckers that got, hi, I need WSIB, I tripped on a pine cone. The people that got hit with the 8-inch thick fucking roof that almost fucking killed them, we didn't get anything. But you know what we did get? When we had a failed fucking back surgery, motherfuckers, and we were fucking treated like shit at work, while the girl that I mentioned in the last video got to stay on afternoons, while a lady with 10 years seniority and me by 1 or 2 days more, we got moved to another shift, and the same one running her mouth all over town, poor me, I'm the victim and they're the villain. No, you're the one starting drama, you're putting your hate everywhere, and quite frankly, it's just not very great, and you needed to be told off a long time ago. And quite frankly, I bet you I'm getting a round of applause from people in the ancestors up as above and people below right here that wanted to tell people like that off for a long time, but they're living in fear because of people like you. You don't treat people the way that you guys do. It's not a Mean Girls movie, and quite frankly, you're the stinkiest actresses and actors that I've ever met, and you're nobody I would ever call a friend. So again, to the ones that were kind of cool, there's still ones I love out there, but the other ones that picked those ones over me because you want it to still be popular, you got to start somewhere, and it starts with not giving a fuck what people think. So if you still want to be popular and cool, people pleasing and just wanting to be cool and fit in, quite frankly, you're not doing your job right either, because you're still avoiding what's why inside of you. You have to people please, and why you're trying to fit in with a bunch of bitches. I guess it means deep down inside, male, female, he, she, it, whatever the fuck you are, and I'm not making fun of pronouns, it's coming out that way. I guess you got to start somewhere. So why don't you zip up your fucking shitty ass mouths today, brush your teeth, and get a fucking clue on what life is, Jezzies. Namaste to the rest of the planet. See how great I feel when I speak it out? Still being scalar weaponized. right all up and down my back, man, because the narcissist, when they hear the trigger, they're getting mad now. How dare her? How dare she see us for what we are? Well, quite frankly, why don't you open up your fucking Pinocchio there, fucking CP people? Why don't you fucking do something with your goddamn miserable lives? We're so jealous. Go get a fucking clue and get a grip on what reality is. Your kids hate you. Your fucking animals hate you. And the person you're shacked up with right now hates you too, and you hate each other. But again, what a match made in heaven hate is, right? Because that's what you get. Your energy output gives you the intake. So enjoy being in a fucking trauma bond with the haters for the rest of your life. Namaste.